Today we're killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
We're fixing an old lantern that's unfortunately broken here in the glass part, and we're decorating it with a Christmas theme. So using a wood band trim cord, an exceptional product, we're going to cover it, making it much sturdier, and then we'll decorate it with a Christmas theme.
Exactly.
Project number 6. When you heat the trim, it takes the shape you want. You can heat it with a hot hairdryer, and if you don't have one, put it in the oven, but it will unroll and take the shape you want. So now, we'll gently heat it. The better you heat it, the more you can mold it, and we'll glue it to our lantern with a special glue, a vinyl glue. Watch now how the trim unrolls. I put glue on the surface I'm interested in, so I don't apply it directly on the trim but on the lantern. Remember that the glue should be wood glue, preferably a vinyl one, and in all the spots where it's applied, you can lighten it up using a simple brush dipped in water. We try to make it as full as possible. Remember, if you want to shape it perfectly, just heat it up, and you can even cut the extra bit with a cutter like I'm doing here. As you can see, now that it's very warm, it bends beautifully. So I use a clamp and leave it in position very carefully because it's a glass lantern. First side done, turn it around and keep going. Glue. Don't worry about the inside part. If it shows, we'll sort it out with some paint. I heat it up slightly. As you can see, I've applied it here too. And now I heat it up again and turn the lantern. Now I'm finishing off the last two sides. Our trim is nicely glued on, and of course, I've put a little wooden tile inside.
I must say, it's even prettier than before.
Okay, Luca, have you chosen the color?
Yes, let's go with our beautiful vintage.
Right, I'll mask it then. This is the part not to get dirty, so the glass part of the lantern and the brass part.
Okay.
To do a really precise job, we paint our lovely wood bend trim with the vintage color. Just a bit of color, obviously always pure. I'm using a pointed brush because it helps me get right into the trim and paint it. Vintage is a chocolate tobacco color that I always love, even in its pure form. And there you go. I really like it. Luca.
Yes, I agree.
It also gave importance, besides fixing the huge flaw, which was the broken glass. Now, the fun part. Let's decorate with this transfer.
Yes.
Its name?
Nutcracker Christmas.
What is it?
It's the nut crusher.
So, let's choose the designs, grab the scissors, cut them out, and start decorating our lantern, which will become really special. They're so beautiful. Luca cut out all the nutcrackers because I want to place them individually on our lantern. In the meantime, I'll start by sticking on the princess. She's just too lovely. Luca, can you tell us the story of the Nutcracker?
It's a long story, but there was the Nutcracker, there was Clara, there was the Mouse King, and it's a beautiful Christmas story. Perhaps it's the most famous Christmas tale.
Does it end well?
It does.
All right, then. I'll go study it. Our Nutcracker-themed Christmas lantern is decorated but not finished. Now for the antiquing with maror glacé. In my bowl, I've put a drop of water, a spoonful. I take a bit of maror glacé and stir. I'm creating this slightly antiqued water, perfect for making my antiqued droplets on the lantern too.
Yes, we'll give it a lived-in look.
I drain it. Then I slowly start to let my droplets fall onto the lantern. The same thing I did before with the maror glacé, I'm doing now with the dark sand, making some light splashes. These are a bit like snowflakes, right, Luca? Vintage snowflakes. And it's instantly Christmas. They have a lot of depth because underneath there are the brown ones. I really like it.
It's beautiful.
Shall we show it lit up in its place of honor?
I'd say yes.
This is, for me, a real call to upcycling. What does that mean? That here I had in my hands a lantern that was quite trendy back in the day. But then, due to circumstances, it couldn't be used anymore, right? It couldn't decorate any type of home anymore because it was broken. The glass was shattered. It would have definitely cost me more to go and change the glass, to go to a glazier. Maybe they wouldn't even do it. So please, I bet you've got some old lanterns at home that might be a bit rusty, outdated, or a color you don't like, a red that no longer suits your home. Reuse them. Here we've used very little trim, a leftover transfer that we'll also use for other projects. Some paint splashes that you probably already have at home opened because there's a lighter color. If it's not dark sand, you can use another white and also marron glacé, which, let's say, can be swapped with other colors. London fume, vintage, other darker colors. It helped me to give it depth. This is an invitation to make you understand that everything can truly become new for our eyes and for the eyes of others. It can become a gift. It can become something really nice, cherished. This is a gift that's different from the others. Can I tell you that maybe I'd be more at ease and happy giving something like this to you, rather than something new, right? You'd appreciate it more.
Because handmade is an invitation, it invites people to reflect on how much thought has gone into the gift and that it was made specifically for that person.
It's easy to go to a shop and buy a lantern. It's not really about the cost. It's the fact that it's made for that person. That makes the difference. So, do you care that it was broken? You don't see it, you don't know it, and anyway, we don't care anymore, so think about this very important factor. Remember that you can find all the products at Magic Paint retailers listed on the website Magic Paint IT, divided by region, and on the only Italian site that sells Magic Paint, which is www.elisirhome.com. And remember, you won't find Magic Paint on Amazon, not even at Christmas. Bye. Happy holidays.